Hey, it's Tamara at TrueConnection, your dating and relationship coach with a Match.com review. Are you wondering if Match.com is the right dating site for you? Well, check out this video. I'm going to go over all the ups and downs and then throw in some other fantastic dating information that you really need to have a good, successful dating experience. First thing you need to do if you're ready to start dating is figure out what you want and need, because that's going to help you choose the app that you like. What kind of match are you looking for? What kind of relationship are you looking for? Short-term, long-term, casual monogamy. The sites will ask you, to pick a category. And not only do you need to know, but your date is going to ask you this too. So if you start chatting with people, the people that are looking for a relationship, for example, are going to ask you, what are you looking for? And if you don't mark what you want and need on the relationship site, they're still going to ask you. So you may as well figure this out before you begin. And I don't want you wasting time and money on a site that isn't a good match for the relationship that you're seeking. You've got to consider what age group you're looking for. And then you also want to look at what kind of budget do you have to spend on the site, because each type of site has a different cost associated with it, and the free sites have an upgraded value that you can purchase if you really enjoy that site, but you want all those extra features that they offer. You might be tempted to Google the best dating sites, the best site for you. Well, all of those articles that you find if you put in a Google search like that, those are all sponsored sites. So if you pull up a site, 5 best dating sites, well, all 5 of those sites likely are giving a reimbursement to the person writing the article. So this is not an unbiased opinion. Also, the author, and they've put that in a disclaimer in the article too, is that they haven't researched all the sites, so they can't actually say this is the top 5 or top 10. These are the top 5 that are willing to pay me for making a review. I am not getting anything out of this. I just want to genuinely help you guys pick a site, because this is a financial obligation. This is a time obligation. And then when you're excited about dating, you don't want to waste any time on a site that's not a good match for the relationship that you're looking for. Match is a site for people more relationship minded, and people are willing to invest in this site. It does have a fee because they're seeking a relationship, which is an investment in time and money. So you're going to get more serious minded people on this site, but you can put on there too, when you're creating your profile, what type of relationship you're looking for, so that you can further narrow that down between just relationship, casual. The great thing about matches, and this is true of most sites, you can get on Match for free just to get a feel for this site, navigate it, look at the people that are on there, and see if it's a good fit for you, because it's got to be easy to navigate, or you're never going to want to get on. It's going to be painful to kind of just go through it on your phone. And so it's nice to just try the free subscription at first and see if this really suits you. You also want to see, are people in my age group even on this site? If there's 15 people in your area on that site and that's all, that might be a site that's not well loved in your area, and you might want to choose another dating site then. You really need a good selection, especially if you're going to invest money. On the free subscription for Match, you can search for matches. You can go into the search and kind of see who's on there, and you can see their ages. And another important consideration is, of course, what distance are you willing to travel to meet people or build a relationship? What's your radius? Because that will eliminate a lot of people that you find. Knowing the age group that you're interested in will eliminate a lot of people. Once you're looking through the search, you can just go through search, and there's a page where you can look at a big group of people on one page. Maybe you could see 6 people at a time on a page. It's easier though, of course, if you're doing this on your phone, to look where you're looking at one at a time. And then you can see if you're interested in them. But the problem is you can only see their face. So you're only able to look at their pictures at this stage. So all the other things that you want to know about a match, if you're relationship minded, you can't access those with a free membership. But you can hit like. The cool thing about Match is you can do a reverse search. So you put in all your criteria that are most important to you. And once you've gone through all those matches, you can hit reverse match and see the people that are the opposite of what you put in that you would like to see in a match. The other great thing is when you go into search, it just brings up a lot of people, but you can create your own search. I want people in this age group, this type of spirituality, this distance, and have a whole criteria. And then when you hit search, you can select your saved search and not re-put in that criteria every time. So I really like that element of match. There's a likes tab, which is nice. So you can click on the likes tab. It shows all the people that have liked you. In another place, you can show the people that you've liked. But it's just nice to have in one spot all the people that that have liked you or you've started communicating with. Here are the 5 things that you can do with a free subscription. You can look at unlimited profiles and matches. The great thing about matches, you really have so much control over looking for people, your matches, how many people you're communicating with, and kind of your experience on the site. It's so cool because there are some other sites that are limited by the algorithm does all the work, and then you sit and wait for matches to be presented to you in your email inbox. And so that's really nice for people too. But for people that really want to be assertive about dating, take control of it, and get the most out of their paid membership, that's really an important feature, is to have a lot of control over who you're talking to. And it's fun to do things like the reverse match once in a while, right? Who am I missing out on by that sophisticated search I put in? I want to see everyone else. So on the free subscription, though, you do get to scroll through and look at all the matches. The second thing, you have access to messaging with people, but it's limited. So you can't message as often as you want for as many people as you want, but you can do some. So if there's 1 or 2 people that, oh, I think this person might be right for me, you can start messaging right away before you even get a subscription. The fun thing about Match 2 is you get hot picks. The algorithm has decided is a really good match for what you are looking for. They're looking for the same thing, and you can get up to 6 of those a day, which is kind of a lot. And once you sign up for a subscription, you will get 10 to 12 hot picks a day, but still 6 is really pretty good. The other thing that you can do, and the last thing you can do on the free subscription, is look at super likes. Somebody can choose to super like you. You can send super likes, but you don't get to see who you've super liked and necessarily see how they've responded. So that's kind of nice. You get to see who really attracted to you. So to get started with a free subscription, the first thing you're going to have to do is fill out a profile. So you're going to have to add photos, answer all the questions, and you don't have to go in depth, right? You don't even know if you want to pay for a subscription yet. And it's important to note, don't put a lot of pressure on yourself when you're doing your profile, because you can go in and edit it, change your pictures, change your primary photo, change your criteria anytime. So just get started with, a quick profile. That way you can navigate the site, see if a subscription really interests you, then go back and really put in those smashing photos, more of a lengthy, detailed subscription that will attract more people to you, and double check your criteria. You want to make sure that that's correct. So here's what it costs for a paid subscription to Match. So it is rather expensive. So again, the people that are willing to pay for Match are the ones that are really putting some time and investing into this experience, which is really positive. So 1 month is $45.99. You can get a 3-month subscription for $95.97. So do you see how much money you're saving? The longer subscription you get, you're saving a lot of money. If you meet your special someone week 1, then you're wasted almost 3 months of your subscription, but you don't know that. You might not find your special someone for 5 months. So that would mean more like a 6-month subscription. So you can get a 6-month membership for $137.94. So again, you do the math, a 6-month membership is by far the better option. Just depends how selective you are. If you're somebody that's really choosy, you might be on the site for 6 months, or you might want to buy a 3-month membership, switch to another site and give that a try, because there's different people on each site, and there are people that are on multiple sites too. You're going to enjoy so many more features on this site once you get on and you are a paid member. You will get the true experience if you decide to go for the paid subscription. Some of the features that are going to be offered to you are unlimited messaging. That's so important, guys. When people want to reach out to you, they want you to be able to read their messages. And if 8 people contact you, you might want to reply to all of them. You don't want to have restrictions on how much communication you can have with different people, because you never know when someone's last day on that site is going to be. You might want to put in your messages, oh, my membership ends, in 2 days or whatever. And certainly if you are a free member and you want to proceed with a free membership, you want to put that in your subscription. I am not a paying member, therefore, or my membership ends on this date. Those things are really helpful because some people take it for granted. Like, we're all going to be on these sites forever. Well, that's just not the case. You might really need to message people before you no longer have access to them. You're going to be able to do all the search types, give as many likes and super likes as possible, and just have a lot more control over how many matches you get. So you're going to have those hot picks delivered to your inbox, right? Those are your best matches. But anytime you want, let's say you don't like any of those matches today, you can go back into search and find more. If you decide, my best friend told me this picture of me is better, change your photos, change the order of your photos. Your photos are the number one thing I need you to focus on when developing your profile. You're going to see a higher rate of success the better your pictures are. I'm not talking about a professional photographer. I'm not talking about filters because that just annoys people. It really does. Those really annoy people. But you want to have a variety of pictures. You doing an activity you love. So you kayaking, you cooking, a headshot of you smiling. You want to put in a picture of a full body shot because people are just curious. And you want to make sure your pictures are consistent. One of you with brown hair and one of you with blonde hair is going to throw people off. Or you with a 20-pound weight difference is going to throw people off too. So you just kind of want to have kind of that fluency in your photos so people aren't suspicious. Photos is one of the things that people tend to lie or misrepresent themselves in a photo. So that's why people don't like filters. They want to make sure you're being authentic in your photographs. And you want that too. You want to know who you're going out with once you get to that point of dating someone. And you have 1 second, guys, for them to swipe right or left if they're not going to choose to read your profile. So those of us that are interested in who the person is behind the cute face is going to read the profile. So you want to make sure that you're devoting time to filling in all the questions correctly, about children, spirituality, education, things like that, and your age, most definitely. People do lie about their age too, so you definitely don't want to misrepresent yourself in any way on these sites. So in your description, make it fun, playful, say what you have to offer, what you are interested in someone, your hobbies. You don't have to make it really long and lengthy, but somebody that just puts, I'm really fun and intelligent, ask me anything you want. Well, what am I going to do? Write 10 people a day and ask questions? You need to put basic things in your profile so that I'm intrigued by you and I want to write you. Right? You want people to want to connect with you. And you can do that through your description. You don't want us clicking on you because we think you're attractive. You want to be chosen for many other reasons. So put those other reasons in your profile. Another thing you might want to put in your profile description is some things that people most commonly ask you. So if you work third shift or you live part-time in West Virginia and part-time in Wisconsin, you want to put those unusual things in there. You have 100% custody of your kids, but you still have time to date, or you travel a lot for work, but you're around on the weekends to date. You may as well just answer some of those questions right up front in your profile. That's kind of nice, and then you don't have any surprises, and everyone that writes you is genuinely interested in you and whatever that unique characteristic is. Here's another interesting thing about Match. You can click on who has viewed me. So who's checking you out? Maybe you want to check them out and then hit like, and then you'll start a conversation. If someone after you've written them twice doesn't reply, let it go. They're not interested in you, or they're busy, or there's an illness in the family, or something's wrong they cannot or do not want to reply to. You don't want to be perceived as a stalker, getting into then some negative conversation because you aren't leaving people alone. Move on. You only want to date people that are excited about you, so spend your time on other people. Well, that's Match, guys. You have a lot of power in the dating. It is expensive, but that gives you a good quality pool of people to choose from that have that disposable income right now, that are willing to invest. And if they're willing to invest in the time to pay and be on a dating site, odds are good that they also have the time and interest to communicate with you and date. And those are really important qualifiers, right? There's no point chatting with someone that never wants to get together. So be honest. Make sure your profile pictures are really good and you have a variety of them on there, including a full body shot. Go for it. Have fun. Get started. Get on Match. Try the free subscription first to see if it's for you. And then if you like it, sign up. I'm also going to be doing other reviews too for Zoosk, Bumble, and a few others. So good luck, guys. Put yourself out there. I'm really proud of you. Dating Roadmap is launched. So you want to get dating site and purchase Dating Roadmap. I'll put the link in the description because Dating Roadmap is a guidebook. It's a $9 guidebook packed with 13 pages of tips and tricks and hints, and it answers all your burning questions about dating. I go over how to online date and also how to date in person, and then answer a lot of your questions about things like sex, first kiss, bad date locations, commitment, things like that. So if you want a quick start, you want that head start into dating, you want to feel prepared, bold, and confident, for only $9, you're going to get a 13-page guidebook on how to get started. Good luck, guys. Talk to you soon.